Hey guys, what is going on? Chase here, and we are back with some more NHL 16 GM mode with the Arizona Coyotes. In our last video, we simulated up to the trading deadline. So we are at the trade deadline, and as you can see, we are in first place. We're actually in a two-way tie with the Edmonton Oilers for first place in the division at 73 points apiece. So we are actually in a position where we might be buyers at the deadline. So we're gonna look at one of the trades that I was thinking about making, and that was for Radim Verbata, who's on Vancouver. He's on the block. I kind of looked at the value last time, and I thought it would be for a first-round pick. But I don't really want to trade the first-round pick because it's a first-round pick. I mean, that's a lot of value. So I was thinking we might be looking for possibly, and that's, like I said, possibly, I'm not sure, a lower value player and a pick. Maybe like a Shane Doan. I know they don't really want him. Let's look at what they want first, I guess. We'll take a look at what they're looking for. Because I know what they're looking for is going to be lower overall total players. Maybe they'll want like a Grossman. They do want a Grossman. So they would like a Grossman. And then we could trade a first rounder. How about next year's first round pick? Our value is a lot higher, so let's scale that back a little bit. Let's try trading him for maybe our first this year. No. How about our second from next year and our the Avalanche's third from this year? What's the value looking like there? Looks like they're still giving away a little more, so we're not going to do that. And we could go pick for player. No, I don't think we could actually, because the value still seems to be in our favor. So let's go back to skaters matching block and take a look at Grossman. Grossman right now is unhappy because he's being scratched. So his overall is down to 79. It appears like the value is there. We're trading them, so they're gonna in the end they're going to retain, or we're not gonna retain, but they're going to gain $2 million in cap room. So they'll go from what they are now to $2 million less. That'd be good for them, and it would be good for us because we would get a top of the line right winger to play that first line, and we could move the lineup around a little bit, which we probably will end up having to do. I didn't really get a whole lot of feedback from the last video on what we should do, so I think that this is a trade that I'm going to make. Because I'm making this trade, I'll be able to sign Verbata at a little bit less price come off season. Alright, so this is a trade that we're gonna try and make. We're gonna try and make this trade right now. So we'll go Grossman and a first round pick, our first rounder this year, for Radim Verbata. Let's try it. See what happens. So it's saying that we would have to drop somebody or call somebody up to the NHL. So that means that this trade is going to go through if I decide to accept it. Yeah, I'm going to. Alright. We'll take Radim Verbata. He's going to be a good addition to the team. Let's take a look at defensivemen. Oh, we've got an injury. That's not good. In the system, we're going to bring up him, like it said to. Alright, so we're going to look at the lines now. Alright, So we've got... Let's take a look at this. Scratched players. Declares hurt for Bada. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at the lines and what we want to go with. And now, we're not done, so we can make we can make some more trades. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move... I'm going to swap... Let's see. I'm going to swap out... No. I'm going to swap out Shane Doan. I'm not going to keep him out. I just want to put him in a good position right now. Alright, so there. Then we're going to swap out Boyd Gordon because it's not who we want. Right wing. Who did I do it with? Shane Doan. So yeah, Shane Doan. Alright. And then we got Downey's a righty. Sikak is a lefty. We'll swap them. Move Doan up. And swap Verbata and Iginla. Yeah, that seems like it's good. Okay. Alright. So that will work there. Defensively, we're going to have to replace Grossman because I didn't realize that somebody was injured. So sub in all lines for now. That'll work. Yeah. Alright, then we're going to go to the AHL. Defense needs a substitute there. Nope. We're going to grab Alex Grant. And then... 2, 4, 5. We don't have another defenseman. Okay. Let's take a look at the offense, because there might be one, because it did it oddly before and put a defenseman in the offense, a position in the offense. No. Well, that's unfortunate. We're going to have to sign a defenseman. We're just going to do this. Best lines. Alright. I don't know what it just did, but it did something. It put in... it put in a right winger there. Okay. Alright, so let's... Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's propose trade. Let's look for like a 70-something overall defenseman. Actually, it's probably going to be better to look at the trading block. Browse the blocks. Alright. This video is probably just going to be mostly the trade block, the trade deadline. And maybe like a month of trading. Or a month of simulation, rather. Alright, how about that guy? No, I don't really want him either. No. Keep skipping past. At this point, I think I might even take Gustafsson. Nope. Let's keep looking. Nope, nothing there, nothing there. Andrew Ferentz. No, I'm not. I just traded away a high Yager, yeah. I just traded away an 82 overall defenseman for somebody else. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Diaby, no. 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 Oh, this is one that we were thinking about making as well. Mark Street. Right, Mark? Yeah, Mark Street. He's probably going to retire at the end of the year. But we could possibly have him for another year after that. We'll wait on that. Keep looking, keep looking. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's a 77 overall right there. Brennan? What's his name? TJ Brennan. Let's trade for this guy. Because this guy looks like he might be worthwhile for us. So we would only have to give up something low end for him. looking like very low end, like a Boyd Gordon. Yeah, that would probably do it. Actually, Boyd Gordon might be a good idea. This guy, he's... Yeah, let's do him. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, we got a new AHL defenseman. That's what we were looking for out of that. Alright. So we're going to go look at manage rosters, and we're going to look at the morale, and we're going to talk to these guys so that we can gain some morale from talking to them. AHL doesn't have any. The NHL, though, does. Alright, we've got Derek Smith wants to talk. Thanks for the opportunity to prove my worth in the NHL. Not a problem. We're going to say, I'm glad you're excited. I feel that you can contribute a lot to the team. Has a positive effect on morale. Brad Richardson is unhappy that we've traded Nicholas Grossman. We've made it a less enjoyable place for him. Let's see. We're going to do this one. We'll be better off in the long run, though it may not seem like it right now. Work with us, trust in us. And it has a positive effect, so that's good. We did what we wanted to do. Being traded is a big change, but I'll make you proud of your choice. No, I think this is the one that I want. Welcome aboard. I think that was a trade that will leave both teams happy. I think that's the one that's positive. Nope, it's no effect. Okay. Well, that's fine that he doesn't have any effect on his morale. So let's see. We've got Stone coming back in 2 days, and Duclair will be back in 7 days. So when that happens, we're going to have to make some decisions on who to move. Unless we're able to trade like either Tanguay or Doan right now, which we might be able to. Let's go look, or both, and we might have to trade both of them. I don't know. I don't really want to try to have to trade both of them. I would rather just trade Doan away if I had to pick one. I know people don't want me to trade Shane Doan away because Shane Doan will probably he's the face of the franchise. Who's the captain on this team? I never even looked at that. Who is the captain? I think it actually might be Doan. Yeah, it is Shane Doan. So he's the captain. I don't know if it's if we do move him. I'm trying to think who I would make captain if I did move him. If I do move him, I'm probably gonna be making Hansel captain. Maybe make Iginla an alternate. No. Yeah, probably Iginla an alternate, and then keeping Ekman Larson as the other alternate. All right, well, that's beside the point. I should have done that on the off time, but let's take a look and see if we can maybe trade either Shane Doan or Alex Tanguay. Trading block. No, let's not look at trading block. Let's just propose a trade. So we're gonna drop in Alex Tanguay. Where is he? He is a left winger. Right there. Alright, so he's not that high value. So Anaheim doesn't want him. Boston doesn't want him. Probably nobody's going to want him, to be completely honest, because he is older and he's not like that top of the line. Yeah, nobody wants him. What about Doan? Probably not, if I had to guess. Right wing. Again, for the same reasons, because Shane Doan is an older player who's probably fixing to retire at the end of the year. Alright, I don't think anybody's going to want him either. No, nobody wants him either. I know I said I was going to make this realistic, and if the team didn't want him, then we wouldn't trade him. But the trading deadline is a different story because teams trade pieces that they're not really always willing to trade. Or trade for. So, we're not going to obviously go after Corey Perry because we can't. It's just, that's stupid. We could use He's injured, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would trade for him. We could use another defensiveman that is a higher upper echelon type player, like a Sami Vatanen or Hampus Lindholm. We're not going to go for Hampus Lindholm. That's not what I meant to do. Let's try putting Vatanen in here and see if we can make something work here. I don't really know what to throw into this to try to make this work. Maybe Tenorti. And then our value is much higher than theirs, so let's throw back Horkov. He'd be a rental. He definitely would be a rental. And if we trade to Nordy, that would open up that last slot. So we're actually trading something meaningful to us because he's got a high value because he's got a possibility of being a top 4 defenseman. Let's try this. Let's try Horkov because that would kind of replace the Doan that we're trading away, and Tenorti's value. The value on Doan and Tenorti is too much for this, I think. For the just Vatanen. Plus, we would need to have they need to have another skater. They have too many skaters in the organization. That's unfortunate because it looks like it's close. And if I throw Horkov in there, then it's not going to be closer. Then it's going to be too far off. So we'll have to throw a pick in here too. Let's see. I don't really want to throw our third in there, though. That's the thing. Well, let's try throwing our third right there in. And maybe that'll be enough. Let's try it without the third first. And see if it'll go through. I don't think it's going to because they're not willing to trade Vatanen away. Is probably what's going to happen. We'll try it. We'll try proposing this trade. I question whether you're even looking at our trade block surplus. Anaheim's willing to give up what you're asking for unless you really make it worth our while. I don't think you have. Alright, well. So it's looking like we're probably not going to be trading for this guy, even with this third round pick from our team. But we'll try it and see what happens. No, it does not go through. Alright, well, it's not going to work. We can maybe try trading the Avalanche's third and see if that will do it. I don't think it's going to. No, it's not what they're looking for. Well, it's... Alright. We were just looking at it anyway. Let's take a look at Boston. See what they've got that we would... I mean, other than their picks because they have been playing like crap. Let's take a look at this. Maybe looking to trade Gustafsson. Okay. That's not really what we're looking for. They're looking to possibly trade DeBrusque. But again, not really what we're looking for. We're looking for something that'll help us now. Chris Kelly, John Michael Lyles. No, we're not really looking for that either. No, Boston's not going to do it. Doan for no, we don't really want either of those or that. Let's go through the players. All skaters. Is Eichel really their highest rated player already and he's a rookie? Because that would be insane. He is. Oh my lord. He's the highest rated player in the game on this team and he's a rookie. That speaks massive amount to Jack Eichel and his what he's done. Let's look at just for giggles. Let's look at Edmonton to see what They've got McDavid. They've got McDavid rated at 89 as well, and that's probably second on the team. Yeah, second on the team. Second on the team, and he's second on trade value on the team as well because they've got Taylor Hall too. That team just baffles me because of the amount of talent that they have and the lack of, I don't even know if it's lack of effort or what it is, but they just never seem to be able to get it going. I mean, you look at the team, Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid, I mean, Nugent Hopkins, he's a number 1 pick, I believe. Yeah, he's their 2011 first rounder. Taylor Hall was their 2010 first rounder. Connor McDavid was last year's first rounder. Draisaitl, was he a first round number 1 pick? No, but he was a first round pick. He was a top 5 pick. Like, they've had so many top of the line picks that it's amazing that they haven't panned out. Like Yakupov. Like, look, okay, so they've got Taylor Hall was a 2010. Nugent Hopkins was 2011. Yakupov was 2012 number 1 pick. McDavid was a number 1 pick this past year. So that's 10, 11, 12, 15. It's nuts. Like, it's crazy that is happening, and they haven't won a cup. Like, and they're not even making the playoffs. Like, look at the talent. Taylor Hall, 90 overall. Connor McDavid, 89 overall. Eberle, 87. Nugent Hopkins, 86. Draisaitl, 86. Sekera, 86. And they just signed him over the offseason. But it just, you would think that they would have so much more luck. Well, I don't even know luck, but the biggest thing is, and it's going to pop up right here, not rookie goalies. They've got Cam Talbot at 84 overall as their goalie. So they don't have that elite goalie helping them. But I just wanted to look at that real quick. Looking for a team that would be having somebody that we would need. Something that we would need. Let's look at Carolina for a minute. Cam Ward's actually hurt. Wow. That wasn't what I was going there for, though. I was going there for picks. I wanted to take a look at their draft picks that they've got. We could use a second rounder. Because we've traded away our second rounder. Is Doan? No, Doan wouldn't be enough. That's unfortunate. Plus they have too many people on their team. Here we go, Dallas. The sad part is we could probably almost make Tanguay and Doan for a first rounder. Left wing. Tanguay. That value is pretty freaking close, actually. Unfortunately, that's the case. But all right, so let's take a look at picks. Maybe we can snag a first rounder from somebody else. No, we're not going to do that with the Dallas Stars. They're way higher than where we want from a first round pick. Let's take a look at. Oh, what's a team that's not doing well in this right now? Look at Anaheim. See what they've got for a first round pick. Their value's really high in this one. You know what? I think I'm going to stick with what I've got after that Verbata trade. I think that's probably a good, solid trade that we needed to make. And now we're in shape for the rest of the season, hopefully. And maybe a postseason run. Looking at the roster, I think that will be... I mean, that's a pretty good first 2 lines. Those 2 lines there are good. And I would really like to trade Shane Doan. I really want to trade Shane Doan. Just because we need the extra something. We need something back. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do trade and improve. And look at propose trade. And let's look at a team that has 49 people on it. That we can just trade him for like a second rounder. Morgan Riley, that would be a good pickup. Let's go draft picks. Actually, Pittsburgh's first for Shane Doan. Let's look at this. Just because I'm kind of curious if we can make the maybe get another first rounder. Where is he? Shane Doan. Too many skaters. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work then. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Let's look. Pittsburgh. How about Pittsburgh? They don't really need a Shane Doan, but we'll look and see if we can snag, hey, about a second round pick from Anaheim for Doan. And maybe the Avalanche's third, because I don't think that Doan's value is going to be enough to get this deal done. No, it's not. Let's take a look and see if we can maybe trade our third rounder here. I've got too many skaters now. How about you try to get something else? I need a skater. I mean, we're not gonna obviously pick up anything worthwhile. Well, actually, we could pick that up. That might be helpful. Let's try this. Trade. You've done a good job of matching the needs of the Pittsburgh Penguins trade block. They don't think it's worth it to take on the contract of Shane Doan. Okay. How about if I retain some of his salary? How about if I retain 1.5 million? How's that sound? Let's try that. Try retaining that and see if they'll do that. How about that? Okay. How about we try to retain more, then? Let's retain half of the salary. Or a little less than half of the salary. So they're willing to do it for if we take 2.5 million. Alright. Okay, go to roster moves. Let's make this work. Let's see. He's probably gonna be on this team. Yeah. Holes that full. Confirm. Edit lines. Alright, so we're going to have to move Downey up. And we're going to have to bring in good old Boyd Gordon. We're going to move Sakak over here. I think. No, we're not, because Gordon is a right-handed shot. Left wing. Boyd Gordon. Substitute. There's errors. Well. Where are they? Probably penalty kill if I had to guess, yeah. Chipchura. Oh, nah, that's not what I meant to do. Richardson and Vermette. We'll just throw Boyd Gordon in there, I guess. Let's pick somebody else. Let's put... Yeah, no, we're going to put Boyd Gordon in there. It just doesn't make sense to... Yeah. Alright, so we did that. We made it work. We got rid of our captain, and somebody's going to have something to say, I'm sure, about it. Why'd you trade away Shane Doan? You haven't even played a game with us yet. Calm down, buddy. Alright, we're going to tell him he's going to turn a corner soon. Hopefully that will, no, it didn't. Well, alright. So we've done this. Actually, I need to go back and change the AHL team roster a bit. We gotta add in that new player. We're gonna take this guy. Oh, he's 70 overall. Actually, you know what? He's gonna fit in really nicely right there. Yep. That'll be perfect. Two-way forward, AHL top 6. Well, he's gonna stick it out right there on the 4th line on the AHL team. We'll just talk to him real quick because I noticed that he had a morale instance, so we will talk to him. This is one trade you won't regret. We're going to try this one, see if it works on him as well, and it has no effect on his morale. Okay, well, he's disgruntled, probably about being traded, and I don't blame him. But everything happens for a reason, and for this reason, you are going to be on our AHL team, so that's why you got traded. You got traded so we can be on our team. Let's take a look at the calendar, and, well, we'll simulate. Are we almost done? Yeah, we'll simulate to the end of the season. We might as well. We're almost done with it. So we're gonna simulate the 1st of April. Simulate right past the deadline. Okay, so Michael Stone is back. So we're gonna edit the lines, and we're just gonna fix this quickly because we've been doing a lot of talk about trading. All right, let's swap in Michael Stone. He's been hurt an awful lot this season, so that might be something we might be looking at. Next year, trading him. Tim Erickson is on waivers, but I'd like to claim him. 79 overall, so I mean, he would actually help out on the... Yeah, we'll claim him. And then we're going to stop simulation for a second. We did get a win against Anaheim, so that's good. Let's go look at the team and edit lines. Okay. Is he on the NHL team? Scratched. Declare Smith Lindbeck. So no, he's on the AHL team already. Let's look at it. He's a defenseman. That's the wrong button. Defense. Let's snag this guy. Yeah, we need to get rid of that. Get him out of the defense. Alright. Brennan? Where did we get... Oh, that's right. Alright, so let's swap him. Oh, I don't know that didn't it? Did it? No, it didn't. Okay, let's grab this guy. Right wing. That's center. Right wing. Thomas. Perfect. Okay. Let's look at the defense again. And we'll grab this guy. And will be Brennan. Okay. And then we're going to move him up. Him up. Him up. He's a lefty. He's a lefty. Lefty. Righty. Okay, so he's in a good spot. And then we have a roster move to make so we can have another good defenseman on that. Well, good, by good I mean good is relative to the team. Good for the AHL. We'll grab Smith. Yep. We're going to drop Smith down. He will not go through waivers because he has a two-way contract. Then we will manage rosters, edit lines, defense, and it looks like Justin Hashey will be sitting on the bench for a little while. We're going to sub him in, and he will fit in nicely here. We're actually going to drop Grant down. Swap those two, and drop Grant down. Bunch of lefties up there. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we've made that work now. Oh yeah. I forgot to do something. I forgot to do this. Manage rosters, captains, and jerseys. Let's see who it gave the captaincy to, because I'm actually curious. It didn't give the captaincy to anybody. Let's give it to Hansel. No. Let's give it to Ekman Larson, because Ekman Larson is the face of the franchise, and it doesn't seem right that he's not the captain. So we're going to unassign his alternate status, if it'll do it. Assign him as the captain. Now we got to find another alternate. Do we want to go with another young guy in Max Domi, or do we want to go with a guy who's experienced like a Ginla or Verbata? Maybe coerce a Verbata by having him be an alternate captain. Say, hey, you know, you're a captain now. You can stick with us. I think I'm going to go with a Ginla, though, here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with a Ginla. I trust that he's going to be a good enough captain for us. I'm sure that there's a morale now. Yeah, there's at least one. Alright, morale. Let's take a look at it. Ekman Larson. It's honor to be wearing the C for this organization. I'll make you proud. Alright, meet with him. I'm glad you are happy. You've deserved it for a while. There's no effect. I thought that one would be positive. Well, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to move on through the rest of this month here. Hopefully quickly. Alright, let's get going through this month. Duclair is back. Edit lines manually, because I've got to do this because I need him back in the right spot. We want Boyd Gordon out here. So we're going to do that. Duclair. That third line is going to be a sniper spot with Duclair and Ryder on it. Because you got two snipers with a two-way forward. If you had a playmaker there, that would be nuts. Two snipers with one guy that's just going to pass and just score a lot of points for you. Alright. So we fixed it. Let's continue on. We get a loss against the Panthers. Alright, we're going to do our scouting assignment next. So the only thing we haven't done is check the queue for goalies. So we're going to check the goalies for 3 more weeks and keep going. Alright, we get a win against Colorado. Antoine Vermette is now injured. Alright. Let's see. I don't know what to do here, because we don't have a top of the line center. He's a big part of our team. Let's move him up. Move Chipchura up. And we'll fill the hole for the time being with Boyd Gordon. Let's do this. Left wing. Oh no, center, actually. And click on Richardson. If it'll let me. Jeez, I'm changing all lines. And then... oh, crap. That's not gonna work. Alright, well, let's grab Boyd Gordon again. Where is he? Boyd Gordon. Changing current line. And we're gonna have to just go through and fix this manually. And it's gonna be a while. Alright, let's go with Richardson. 4-man power play, Richardson again. And then penalty kill we'll put in. We're gonna have to actually switch this. Chipchura will go into the center position, and then we'll throw in pick a random one here at this point. How about Sakak? And then we're not done yet. 3-man penalty kill. We'll throw in how about Chipchura? I think I've got Richardson. Yeah, okay. We'll grab Chipchura. No. Yeah, Chipchura. Chipchura there. And Chipchura there. Okay. That'll work. That'll do it. And let's move on. Let's move on. More people want to meet with me. Okay. Who we got? Yuri Sakak. Great, we found a good balance. Okay, no effect. That's fine. Let's move on. We got a shootout loss in Vancouver, a loss in Calgary. Vermette is available to play. We're gonna go edit lines. And Chip Chura took a lot of those spots, so we're gonna do this. Vermette there. And Chip Chura will take over Boyd Gordon's position there, and then swap that. That'll make it so I think it fixes all that stuff we just did. Overtime loss to Edmonton, so that's, we've had a lot of losses this month so far. Springfield can be done by the assistant coach. Overtime win against San Jose. A loss to Tampa and a loss to San Jose. A win against Edmonton, so that's good. More player morale stuff. Max Domi, what does he have to say? Seems like the team is on a roll lately. We have to keep it up. Absolutely. I agree. What is it? There it is. I agree. Things seem to be going very nicely for us now. And that's had a positive effect on morale. Is there anything in the AHL? No, nothing in the AHL. So we will continue on. Alright, we got a loss against Dallas. Oh. Well, that's not good. I think we have just lost our starting goalie for the entire year. Yeah, he's gone for the year. So that is not good at all. That means we're probably going to not be doing very well at the end of this year. We're going to try to do what we can with what we've got. We've got Lind back here, and he's going to actually get some ice time now, so he's probably going to have a morale instance here. Tikhonov, that's fine. Best lines. We got a loss to Philadelphia. And we have some more scouting to do. Alright, so we've done all the scouting there. Let's take a look and see where there's the most concentration of players. Looks like the SHL has a lot of forwards. So does the ELH. And the National League does too. And so does the Liga. We'll start with the SHL. We'll check out their forwards. We'll do it for 2 weeks. Alright. A win against Calgary. Okay. Alright. So, a shootout win in Dallas against Dallas. Alright. So, we're still in this. We still have an opportunity to make the playoffs right here. I don't think that we have officially... We haven't not officially made the playoffs yet. But we have got a very good chance of being in the playoffs. So we're just going to continue right through to the end of the season. We're not going to check the standings and all that stuff. We're going to simulate to the 10th of April because that seems to be right around where the end of the season is. Alright, so we got the Capitals here. And we get an overtime loss. So we get a point out of that. We got St. Louis, a win in St. Louis and a loss in Chicago. So 2 games left, and we've gotten 3 out of a possible 6. We've gotten half of our points from these last 5 games, or from these last 3 games that we had. Morale can wait for now. We're going to simulate to the end of this regular season. A loss in... Oh, that's not good. He's gone until the 20th. Best lines for right now. And then, let's see. San Jose, we got another loss. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this. We did make the playoffs. We made it as the 3 seed in the Pacific Division. So that was very close. Let's see. Let's look at the morale. There was a morale instance. Chip Chura had something to say. Management seems to have been right on the ball. Well, thanks a lot. Okay. Alright, so we've reached the end of the regular season. But we are really in a bad position with Mike Smith out for 9 weeks. And I don't think that there's even a goalie that we could sign at this point in the season that is going to make a difference. We're going to look. I don't think that there's going to be anybody. I don't even think I can. No, I can't even look. All right. Well, so we're going to have to go through this postseason here and just kind of pray that we can maybe get through the first round. We're going to take a look at the team stats here. So we finished in third. Oh, wow. We were tied for third position in the Pacific Division, and it doesn't look like they are going to make the postseason, the Canucks. Yeah, no, they're not going to make the postseason, so we actually kind of, in a way, I mean, depending on how you look at it, lucked out in that aspect because we made the playoffs. We made the postseason. Made the postseason with 90 points. Our record was 42, 34, and 6. We scored 214 goals and a 2.6 goals per game. That is good for third in the division. We gave up 216 goals a game, and our goals per game against average is 2.634, which is extremely high. It is third from the bottom, so fifth in the division. Power play goals, we scored 30 in 209 chances for 14.35 percentage, which again is, it's actually fourth in the division. I thought it was fifth in the division, but it was fourth. Shorthanded goals, we gave up 3. We gave up 32 power play goals on 260 chances for an 87.69%, which is second only by a small margin. So that our penalty kill did really well. Our power play did not. We scored 5 shorthanded goals, which, holy crap, the Kings with 12. Our records at home and on the road were pretty similar. The only difference being that 2 of our losses on the road came in overtime or shootout as opposed to at home. We dropped off the table right there at the end. We were in the lead for them going into that. So, not terrible. Regular season points. Let's see. Points. Oliver Ekman-Larsson is our top point getter with 78 points, 22 goals, and 56 assists. Second most was Martin Hanzal with 58, 20 goals and 38 assists. Max Domi is in third with 53 points, 12 goals and 41 assists. Fourth on the team, Jerome McGinley with 51 points, 29 goals and 22 assists. Antoine Vermette is in fifth with 49 points, 21 goals and 28 assists. And Alex Tanguay, who I was thinking about trading, gives me 49 points for 6 goals and 43 assists. So, overall, the team did well this season. We are in the postseason, and that is something to be kind of excited about because it didn't seem like we were going to be a team like that. So, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought was good about this season, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys